Good morning, second graders. It is Wednesday, March 25th. Today's Spirit Week Day is Wacky Wednesday. Create something out of Play-Doh, Legos, or anything else, but it must be self-designed. That means you did it. And then have your parents share a picture on our Facebook, remind or email, and I'll share with everyone. I would love to see what you come up with. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week. We've made it to the middle. We're going to have real simple language today. We're going phonics language. We're going to make exciting, okay? Adding adjectives. I want you to make some exciting sentences, some interesting sentences. We've learned that adjectives describe nouns by answering the question how much and what kind, or how many is what we said. When a writer chooses a good adjective, his writing is much more interesting to read, and that's what you're going to do today on your paper. On page 263, it says, choose good adjectives to make your writing more interesting. Mary got a game for her birthday. Well, Marcy got an exciting board game for her birthday. That makes you want to know, what was it? I want to play it. I want to see it. Number 1 says, rewrite the sentences, adding at least one good adjective. So at least one, you could add more than one. It said Jason has a puppy. So you may imagine a boy with a puppy, but if you say Jason has a new brown puppy, you're seeing a little one that's brown, and you can kind of picture the puppy. So make it interesting with your next couple sentences. And then you remember, says use commas to separate 3 or more items in a series. Okay, the painted bunting is a blue, red, and green bird. So blue comma, red comma, and green bird. So look closely for your words there where you need to add your commas at. There's words here you'll notice here. It's a little different than what we've been doing. These commas are going to be between your adjectives so you don't have an and. The crunchy, crisp, sweet apple was a great snack. So we'd say the crunchy, comma, crisp, comma, sweet apple was a great snack. I want you to try the second one on that part on your own, see if you can get it. Then on the back, you're going to have fun with adjectives. Read the directions, write the adjectives. So you're going to write 2 adjectives that start with the letter M. You say, I don't know. You just have to think of a word that would describe a noun. So think of a noun if you have to, and then think of 2 adjectives that begin with the letter M that would describe it. Write 2 adjectives that describe your shoes. Write 2 adjectives that describe the stars. Write 2 adjectives that describe your favorite snack. And then you're going to draw your picture of yourself in the frame, and you're going to write as many adjectives as you can think about yourself. How would you describe yourself? What words would you describe yourself with? What adjectives would you use? All right, I'm interested to see what you come up with there. That is your language lesson, pretty short and sweet. Your math lesson today is also a review. Not a whole lot of new stuff, so I'm going to go over some flashcards with us today. And then we'll look at our paper. All right, I got out the Roman numeral cards. Let's go through our Roman numerals. If you know, I equals 1, B equals 5, X equals 10, L 50, C 100. Okay, what about D? 500, and M is 1,000. All right, let's go over a couple measurements. Just pick a couple cards out of the stack, see what you remember. Put some in here, mix it up. All right, when I flip it, 1 gallon equals how many quarts? Hope you said 4. 1 quart equals how many pints? 2. 1 pint equals how many cups? 2, that's right. All right, one that kind of challenges us is 1 pound. 1 pound equals how many ounces? 16. Okay, 1 day equals how many hours? 24. 1 hour equals, oops, sorry, that's the one behind it. 1 hour equals how many minutes? 60. And 1 year equals how many months? All right, I hope you got all those right as we move right along. Like I said, today is a review lesson, so we're going to jump right onto your paper, go over that. Wednesdays, this week is pretty easy. All right, number 1 I want to do with you on the board It says write the fractions from least to greatest. Use the circles to help you. Over to the side, we have 1/2, 1/4, 1/3, and 3/4. We want to start with the smallest fraction and go up to the greatest. Okay, so looking at those are our choices. Which one is the smallest? Think about it, go into the board. Okay, the smallest of those would be 1/4. Okay, I'm going to use my line as my fraction line here. The greatest, let's look for the greatest. Which one of those would be the greatest part is shaded? I hope you said 3/4. So now we have our least and our greatest. We got to fill them in. So which one after 1/4 would be the next one? Do you think it would be 1/2 or 1/3? Which one is less? I hope you said 1/3, and then 1/2 comes next. Okay, so 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, and 3/4. All right, number 1, write the answers. Number 3, draw lines to match. 4, write your quotients. Number 5, you're going to have to look at your thermometers and fill them in. Number 1 on the back. Okay, you have some story problems here. So it says, Dad, Mom, Diana, and Jody took a hayride in the Smoky Mountains. Each ticket cost $12. How much did they spend? Well, we have Dad, Mom, Diana, and Jody. So we have to add $12 plus $12 plus $12 plus $12 4 times. And then number 2, you're going to read your story problem. You're going to have to think on some of these. Number 3 is a time. And number 4 is another story problem with adding. And then number 5 says write the answers. Okay, half of 14 I think you can get, and half of 12. But half of 42 is a little tricky if you forgot how to do it. So when you have half of 42, you're going to find half of 4 first, then find half of 2. For 120, you can find half of 12, and then add a 0 on the end. All right, that's your lessons for Wednesday. I know they were pretty short. It gives you time to make something on for Wacky Wednesday. I can't wait to see pictures. Have a wonderful day.